Next we are discussing the optical isomerism. Optical isomerism arises due to the chirality of the molecule. Here next topic is the plane polarized light. Plane polarized light means when an ordinary light consisting of the electromagnetic radiation of the different wavelength, when it is passed through a Nicol prism, we will get the monochromatic light. This is the monochromatic light shown in the figure. Having monochromatic light means the light radiation having the same wavelength. But if we are passing through a polarizing filter, commonly we are using the Nicol prism, we can get the plane polarized light having the wavelength in the same direction and same wavelength. Then the optical, how will you find out the optical activity of an organic compound? The optical activity of organic compound can be found out by an experiment by using the instrument called polarimeter. So in the polarimeter there is a light source, and this light source is an ordinary light, and which is passed through a polarizer. We will get the plane polarized light, and when this plane polarized light is passed through a sample tube which consisting of the organic compound, which we have to measure the optical activity in particular solvent, the plane polarized light can be moved to either right direction or in left direction. Then we call it as the organic compound is optically active. Then depending upon the movement or direction of the movement of the plane polarized light, we call it as dextro or levo. If the plane rotation of the plane polarized light is to the right side, it is called as dextro-rotatory. If it is in the left side, the figure shows the left side, so it is alpha, it is represented by the alpha, and the plane polarized light turning to the left side, so it is known as levo-rotatory. We can measure this moment by using an analyzer. We can measure it visually. So in the analyzer, the eyepiece of an analyzer, we have a cross mark. If the line is moving from this cross mark, we can say that it is optically active. If it is in the right direction, then it is called dextrorotatory. If it is in the left direction, we call it as levorotatory. Usually we are representing the dextrorotatory by means of plus sign, or levorotatory by means of minus sign, and the quantity of the rotation is represented, and from this we can understand that how much rotation is possible from the origin. Okay, now next is a very important definition, that is the specific rotation. Specific rotation of an optically active compound at a specified temperature and for a specified wavelength of the light is defined as observed rotation in degrees when plane polarized light is passed through 1 decimeter or 10 centimeters of a solution of a substance having the concentration of 1 gram per ml. So the specific rotation is represented as alpha